Hey guys, it's back. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel, give me the football juice.
Oh, I gotta keep digging some more here. Let's see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a Wheatie.
You found a Wheatie?
Yes.
Sweet. Walking Liberty 1943 half dollar. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous. You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got an IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful Sunday morning. Sun is up, temperature is 50 even right now, and I get to go detecting finally. It has been rough lately. This is a rainy season. It is the beginning of May. It's been raining every day pretty much around here, so we finally got a little bit of clear weather and all that, so everybody's out mowing their lawns. When it was dry the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I haven't been able to get out anyway. I've had stuff going on with the kids. Softball season starting. The robotics season for my daughter is ending. She was just at the World Robotics Championship in Detroit at Cobo Hall and on Ford Field last weekend, so been busy. I got my yard mowed yesterday. I got started on putting in some new mulch, but I am ignoring that today so I can go detecting finally. And decided to go do something a little bit different. I'm about 40 minutes southwest of my hometown in a school. It's not a particularly old school, built back in the late 40s, early 50s, I do believe. And I'm going to start in an area that used to be, I see it looks like they've got a soccer area set up out there now, but there used to be a track there for like track and field. And I'm hoping that over time, you know, kids would come out here for track events, then have their track pants or warm-up suits or sweatpants or whatever on, take those off, throw them on the ground when they started to run and lose stuff, and hoping to maybe pull out maybe a buffalo nickel or a mercury dime or something like that today. But I do know one thing, I won't get anything if I sit here talking, so let's get out and do some detecting. Situation report. I've been here for a while now, and I keep finding these. I found a ton of dimes, but none of them old. There's my hole. It was about 3 inches down. I'm going to keep going. I'm only a quarter away back from one pass, so it's early. I'm just getting started, but dang, where's the old stuff? Let's keep going. Well, it is now 10 o'clock on the dot, and I got my first relic for the day. This is an umbrella slide. Pretty sizable one too. Would have been a big umbrella. Very glad to have that though. Nice. Not finding a whole lot here right now. Of course, it's, you know, I've only made 3 full passes. You know, that's just one-way passes, so I can't say a whole lot, but and it's a big field, but you know, that's something. I'll take that. Let's keep going. Okay, I switched spots. I'm at a different school that I think is a lot older, but I found something that's a lot newer. This was just under the surface, about 1.5 inches. It's a middle school, not a high school, so younger toys, I guess. Let's see what else we can find here, though. Just got here. Guys, I think coming here paid off. I think I have shiny in the hole, and it's not very deep either. It was only 2.5, 3 inches deep. Let's take a look. That certainly looks like shiny right there to me. Oh my god. Oh, it's a barber dime. Oh my god, it's a barber dime. Holy crap. Was not expecting that. I think I might have scratched it a little bit too, pulling it out. Probably rubbed it across the dirt or something. Holy crap, look at that. Look at that last. 1896 barber dime. Oh yes, that's what it's all about. Oh, I don't care if I scratch it or not. Actually, well, I'd prefer not to, but that does a beautiful sucker anyway. Yes. Okay, I think I'm going to stay around here for a little bit. I was going to go home after, you know, doing this little side piece, but I think I'm going to stick around a bit. Nice. Okay, got something here. Got something here that was not particularly deep, but it's really gunky. It just feels different. I don't know if this is maybe an Indian head. No, nope, that's something else sticking through. That's foreign. That's why it feels different. I think this is a Canadian something or other, Canadian penny. It's an old one. Let me see if I can clean it up a little bit and get some information off of it. You can tell what's best. There we go. That side's not too bad, but that side is crusty. I can't really get any of the date area off of there. You can see, whoops. You can see where it said 1 cent at the top there. See where it says Canada, but I can't get the date off of it, so we'll try when I get home a little bit, but I'm not hopeful for getting much of information off of that. Ooh, finally got my first sweet scent for the day. Looks good. What's that year? 1936. I think I've got that for the quarter hoarder challenge. But this one's a nice shape. I will take it. Got me another Wheatie here. The day is looking up. Let's see, what's the date on this sucker here? I cannot see what that says because it is so bright. Hang on just a second. I bet you guys can see it. I can't. Hang on a sec. I'll be dang. Check that out. It says 1912. Nice. We'll definitely take that one. On a roll now. Got another wheat scent, but I am getting tired. I forget what time it is. It's getting pretty late. Focus, come on. $1950. All right, I think that's a D. 1950D. Well, guys, here we are. As you can tell, we're at the wrap up. Not a whole lot of footage or video out of this one. Not a lot of huge or interesting finds, but some days are like that, and that's perfectly okay. Not every day you're going to get 100 items that are awesome, cool items. So, unfortunately for you guys, it makes for a pretty short video. Well, maybe fortunately, I guess, depending on whether you want to watch or not. But I got to learn the history of an area. That first place I went to, the high school, I had high hopes because on the map there was a track, for track and field back there in the 40s and 50s. So I thought for sure there was probably going to be something there. But I do believe what I discovered from the dirt that was there is that track disappeared relatively early, probably in the late 60s, early 70s, I'm guessing. And it looks like when they did that, they probably leveled the ground a little bit and scraped a little bit of that topsoil off to, get that dirt from the dirt track out of there and bring in a little bit of new dirt or something. I'm not real sure, but the stuff that I was finding was not old. I have nicknamed that place, by the way, the dime store, because I found a ton of dimes there for some reason. I think I've got, what was my count? 23 dimes, all at this one place. And other than that umbrella slide, which I'll show you here in a minute, nothing old out of there at all. All the coins were, most of them weren't older than 90, maybe late 80s, so... but that's how you learn the history of an area. You get out and detect it. I went to the other school that I found just by driving around. I didn't even know it was there. Tiny little area. I was on the way home. I'm like, I'll hit up this area and see if it's worth anything. And it was. It was really worth it. I think the school has not been detected before, so I'm definitely going to be going back there at some point. So let me show you what I did get on the day. Here is what we ended up with. Fusing that are really cruddy. You can't do anything with them, can't clean them, can't use them, just got to throw them away. 23 dimes, a bunch of pennies, some quarters. Don't know what this is. It looks like a little hammer. I don't think it is, but well, maybe it is. I have no clue. I haven't looked up Larson's to see what it is. It really doesn't have that much interest for me. I just think it's cool. And I'll tell you what, that thing rang up good too, if you're wondering. Car, the bottom is ripped off of it, but I think that was probably a Hot Wheels. Found 3 of these little things. I think it's a cap of some sort off of like some sort of piece of sporting equipment, but I don't know what. Maybe I'll find out one of these days. Even with all the coins that I found up here, and these were almost all singles as well. Very few doubles in a hole. So this was a lot of getting up and down and up and down and up and down. So my legs were wore out. But for all of those, not a whole lot that wanted to get older. And most of these I found at the second location. I think, I didn't separate them out, but I think that's where most of these came from. That first location, I did get this umbrella slide, and it's a humdinger, isn't it? That's a big sucker. Love this, though. I love those. It's amazing how many of those I find. My Canadian penny, I cleaned up with lemon juice. That's where the air bubble was that was trapped under it on the back. And over time, it gets this super shiny coppery look to it, but over time it will darken back up a little bit. But if you take a look, I had it right the first time. Right there you can see 1945 is the date on it. It got all that crud that was on it off. Amazing. Lemon juice is awesome. Goes good on salmon too if you're ever in for a nice recipe. Got 3 wheats at that second spot, 1950D, the 1936, and the 1912, all in pretty good condition. But the winner of the day is this gorgeous barber dime. Look at that. Let me zoom in just a hair. 1896. Scratched it a little bit. That wasn't from the shovel. That was just as I took it out of the hole, or was digging in the hole, it probably moved a rock in the hole and caused it to scrape past that. If it didn't have that darkening of the patina, you might not even be able to see it. And if I wanted to remove that darkening and bring it back to its original color, you might not see it, but I like it the way it is. I don't want to change it. I'm not touching it. And if you look on the back, down at the bottom, there's that beautiful O for the New Orleans Mint. And in 1896, that makes a New Orleans Mint a rather rare coin. Not hugely, but a low mintage coin. There were 610,000 of these minted. Normally, the mintage on coins is in the millions, but 610,000 at this. Even in just good condition, which I think this qualifies for easily, you're looking at somewhere between an $85 and $100 coin. Now, note, I do not normally like to value my finds or coins. I don't plan on selling it. I don't look for stuff for the value of it other than the historical value of it. I like recovering things that have been lost. I like piecing together the history of an area to see what happened before, who was there before, what the significance of the area is, and things like that. The story, to me, is priceless. The articles just help add to the story is all. But I do know every once in a while somebody's like, how much would that be worth? And this is the first coin that I've found I think actually has any real value to it. So I'm just kind of tossing that out there for that. But like I said, again, I'm not selling it. I'm not even tossing around the idea of selling it. I love it, and I'm going to keep it. I'll pass it down to my kids one day. Or when I get old and if I don't have enough retirement, I might think about it then. We'll see. But anyways, it was a pretty good day. I only had about 4.5 hours of detecting in, so I got that in 4.5 hours. After that, I had about 5 hours. I had to get down on my hands and knees and scrape out the mulch in my mulch beds and replace all of that. Mulch was getting old. It was time to be completely replaced. And I tell you what, I'm not 20 anymore. I can feel it today. So, but it's a good feeling. It lets you know you worked your body and you did something worthwhile. But anyway, I got a softball game to get ready for. I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully, since it's getting warmer and the rains may be subsiding a little bit, we'll get some more videos out soon. So talk to you guys later. Peace.